Mabuhay and welcome to my class, Alonzonites. I hope that you are all good and ready because today you will definitely learn new things. I am teacher Kenneth E. Ganaba and welcome to our subject, Health Optimizing Physical Education 4. Last session, we discussed about recreational activity, specifically mountaineering. Can you still recall the 3 famous mountaineering sites in the Philippines? These are Mount Pulag, Mount Apo, and Mount Pinatubo. In today's lesson, we are going to tackle another interesting topic that you will definitely use in your outdoor activity. This is knot tying. But before we start, let us know the most essential learning competency in this topic.
Demonstrate proper etiquette and safety in the use of facilities and equipment.
A knot is fastening made by tying a piece of rope or a string or something similar that may be useful or decorative. It also refers to a stopper or a knob at the end of the rope to avoid that end from slipping through a gourmet or eye. Knot tying consists of techniques and skills employed in tying a knot in a rope, nylon webbing, and others. There are a variety of knots, each with properties that makes it suited for an area of task. The correct tying of knots can be the difference between a good-looking knot and a safety one. It is very important to recognize the difference between a knot that does work and a knot that doesn't work. Practical knots can be classified as hitches, bends, and splices.
Hitches is a practical knot that fastens a rope to another object. A bend is a knot that unites 2 rope ends. A splice is a multi-strand band or loop.
Decorative knots are usually binds to themselves to produce an interesting pattern. Students, knot tying has different types, and this is the 8 basic knots. I will be discussing and doing the step-by-step process of 8 basic knots. Now, grab your ropes and do it with me. Let's go!
A figure-8 knot is a type of stopper knot. It is very important in both sailing and rock climbing as a method of stopping ropes from running out of retaining devices. In making a figure-8 knot, start in making a loop. Next is pass the end through it. Then pull both sides to adjust the knot. The finished knot resembles an 8. A half hitch knot is basically an overhand knot with a working end both over and under the standing part. In making a half hitch knot, start with wrapping the rope around the support and pass the end through the loop. And then finally, tighten. There you go, you have your half hitch knot. The third one is a half knot. It is a knot intertwining the ends of 2 cords and used in tying others. In making a half knot, start with overlapping the two ends over the support. Next is pass one end from below the other. Take it out and pull the standing part to tighten. A noose is a loop at the end of the rope in which a knot tightens under the load and can be loosened without untying the knot. This is also known as hangman's noose or hangman's knot. Start unpassing the tag end behind the H shape made with the rope. Next, wrap it around the upper loop and the standing part. Wrap it 3 more times. Wrap it 3 more times again. Then afterwards, pass it through the small top loop. After passing, hold the lower loop and pull the tag end to tighten. The knot is completed. The overhand knot is one of the most fundamental knots, and it forms the basis of many other knots. These includes simple noose, overhand loop, angler's loop, reef knot, fisherman's knot, and water knot. In making an overhand knot, start with forming a loop by passing the tag end over the standing part. Tuck it inside the loop and pull it out completely. Pull both ends to tighten. A sheet bend knot is practical for joining lines of different diameter or rigidity. In making a sheet bend knot, start by passing the thin rope through the thick rope bight. After passing it, wrap it around the bight and tuck it under itself. You're doing it right. Hold the thick end and pull the thin rope to tighten. There you go. You have your sheet bend. The slip knot is also a stopper knot, which is easily undone by pulling the tail. In making a slip knot, take a bite of the rope. Wrap the tag end around the bite. Wrap it once more. Hold the loop and pull the end to tighten. The knot is completed. The reef knot is an ancient and simple binding knot used to secure a rope or line around an object. It is sometimes referred as Hercules knot. In making the reef knot or square knot, start by crossing the blue and red ends. Pass the red ends through a blue loop. Pull the end to tighten. The knot is completed.
There you go! Take note that these 8 basic knots are very essential and will be useful for your outdoor activities, from tying up your bags and equipments up to making and building your tents. Students, I have prepared a short activity for you to test your learnings for today. I will be projecting pictures of 8 basic knots, and you will be given 10 seconds to answer and identify the picture. Now grab your pen and paper and take down your answers. Are you ready? Because the activity starts right now. That is all the time that we have. I hope that you have learned and enjoyed our lesson for today. Remember that being equipped with skills is synonymous to being prepared for your future. This is Teacher Kenneth E. Ganaba, and I will see you on my next lesson. Stay safe and padayon!